Good afternoon, girls. Unit 5, Lesson 9, page 64. If only I'd listened. I'm going to read an article for you about Dana and her brother Faisal, who is a little naughty and sometimes did silly things to his sister Dana and her friend Layla. Dana's story. Dana al-Nasser tells Teen magazine about the worst day of her life and her biggest regret. Last month, my friend Layla Al-Fayed invited me, دعتني, to go to the park for a picnic with her family. I was really looking forward to it. كنت حقيقة أتطلع إليها. I always have fun when I am with Layla, and it's always nice to get away from my own family for a change. Unfortunately, لسوء الحظ, my little brother Faisal heard about the picnic and said he wanted to come too. He heard about the picnic and said he wanted to come too. He is only 9 and he's a bit silly sometimes. For example, he likes pulling Layla's long hair and he usually tries to make Layla and me play football with him. It can be quite annoying for us when we want to chat and listen to music. So when he asked me to take him on the picnic with Layla, of course I said no, and then I didn't think about it. On the day of the picnic, I got up early and got my things ready. I had made 2 big cakes to take with me, and I had bought fruit and some bottles of lemonade. Layla and her family had agreed to pick me up at my house at 10 o'clock. At 9:30, Faisal came into the sitting room with his sports bag. I'm ready to go, he said. When is Layla going to be here? I was so angry I didn't answer him, and he went to look for Mom. A few minutes later, my mother came into the sitting room with him. Why can't Faisal go with you? She asked. He will be good this time. I said, sorry, Mom. I can't take him. Layla and her family don't have room in the car. She means Layla's family don't have space in the car. I didn't know if this was true, but it stopped Faisal and my mother arguing with me. At 10 o'clock, I heard the Al-Fayed's car and ran outside to meet them. My mother and Faisal never saw that the Al-Fayeds were taking 2 cars to the park, and there was plenty of space in both of them that day. It was fun at the park to start with. Everyone loved my cakes. Layla and I talked for ages. It means they talked for a long time about our plans for the future. We played on the swings and ran about, and we played cards. The weather was perfect, not too hot, and with a nice breeze. Suddenly at 2 o'clock, everything changed. I got a phone call on my mobile. It was my mother. She told me that Faisal was in hospital. After I'd left the house, he had gone out on his bike without telling her. After I'd left the house, he had gone out on his bike without telling her. A car had hit him. He was unconscious, and he had a broken wrist. My mother was crying. The Al-Fayeds drove me straight to the hospital. My parents were there already. Faisal was still unconscious, and he looked very white. There was some blood on his forehead and a big cut on his cheek. The doctor told me that my brother was going to be okay. But I felt terrible. My first words to my mom were, I wish I'd taken him to the park. This is a regret. I wish I hadn't been so selfish. This is another regret. If only I had listened to you, Mom. This is the 3rd regret. Faisal was unconscious for 3 days. We were all sick with worry for those 3 days, but in the end everything was okay. On the 4th day he woke up and asked for ice cream, sweets, and lemonade. Everyone laughed and the doctors said he could come home. Layla came to see him a few days later at home. Unit 5, Lesson 9. If only I'd listened. After reading the article, let us choose the best answers. Number 1. Dana didn't take her brother to the beach because A. He had told her a lie. B. He had to go for a bike ride. C. She wanted to get away from her family for the day. A and B are incorrect because her brother, Dana's brother, didn't tell her a lie, and he didn't have to go for a bike ride, while C is the correct one. Dana thinks the accident was A. her brother's fault, B. her fault, C. Layla's fault. Of course, it wasn't her brother's fault. Neither it was Layla's fault, but it was her fault, so B is the correct answer. Now complete the rule and the examples with these words: been, taken, listened, past. Regrets. ندم. To express regret, use I wish or if only plus the past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is had plus past participle of the verb. للتعبير عن الندم نستطيع أن نستعمل عزيزاتي الطالبات I wish أو if only زائد الماضي التام، والماضي التام يتكون من had زائد التصريف الثالث للفعل. إذا اختاريتي عزيزتي I wish أو if only the same. I wish I had listened to my mother. I wish I hadn't been so selfish. If only I had taken my brother with me. Lesson 9 on page 117 in your activity book. A. Read the article on student's book, pages 64 and 65 again, and match the words and the phrases to their meanings. Number 1. Picnic. With E. It means meal outside. Number 2. Annoying. With B. It means difficult or causing trouble. 3. Chat. With I, it means talk in a friendly way. 4. Room, between two brackets, in the car. With D, it means a space. 5. Argue. With C, it means disagree or fight with words. Number 6. To start with A, at the beginning. Number 7. For ages. With J, for a long time. Number 8. Breeze. With F, it means gentle wind. 9. Unconscious. With G, it means not awake. And the last one, selfish. With H, it means only thinking about yourself. Unit 5, Lesson 9, on page 118 in your activity books. Answer these questions. Number 1. In which two ways does Faisal sometimes annoy Dana and Layla? Number 1. He pulls Layla's long hair. Number 2. And he wants the girls to play football with him when they want to talk to each other. Number 2. What food and drink did Dana take with her for the picnic? She baked 2 cakes for the picnic, and she took fruit and lemonade. 3. What lie did Dana tell her mother? Dana told her mother that there wouldn't be space in the car for Faisal, but she didn't know if this was true. The fourth question. How did Dana find out about Faisal's accident? It means who told her about his accident? Dana's mother phoned her. Number 5. How did the accident happen? Faisal had gone out on his bike and a car had hit him. 6. How did Dana feel when she saw her brother in hospital? Of course, she felt extremely sorry. 7. What did she wish? She wished she hadn't been so selfish. This is the first regret. And the second one, She wished she had taken Faisal to the park. 8. How did everyone know Faisal was better on the 4th day? They knew he was better because he wanted ice cream first, sweets second, and third, lemonade.